And we are live. There we go. I don't know. The lighting is pretty shady, but you'll take what you can get, right? So, hi guys. This is Sherman Orndorff. I'm a model portfolio photographer. I'm out of the Midwest, Northern Indiana, based out of Napanee, Indiana, exactly, but it's a really small Amish town. I said Amish, yes. And no, we don't have Amish Mafia. Anyway, so I want to talk a little bit about which is more important to a model, and which is more important, building a great portfolio or networking with the right people. It's kind of a hard question because I think they're both very important. Obviously, if you don't have a good portfolio, nobody's going to even look at you, and if you don't network, nobody knows you exist. So you need to do both. These are just my opinion on the subject. Of course, somebody's going to disagree with me, and that's fine. I'm not really here to disagree or agree on anything. I'm just some thoughts I had. Anyway, so my opinion is this: it depends on what modeling you want to do. And so this, you have to have like a conversation with yourself and say, what type of model are you? I think a good idea, what separates this is going to be how tall you are. If you're 5'8" and taller, you're going to be what I consider a agency model. If you're shorter than 5'7" or 5'8", you're going to be what I would consider an independent model. Now, there's going to be people that break that mold every day. Don't let anybody tell you no. If you're 5'2" and you really want to be an agency model and that's what you live and dream for, by all means, go do it. I mean, don't let me stop you. Don't let anybody stop you. Go get your dream. But that's what the industry categorizes is independent model is probably going to be shorter than 5'8", and agency model is going to be taller than 5'8", or 5'8" and taller. So here's just a few points on either one of those. An agency model, I kind of broke it down into like what you need to be doing like for the first 2 years, basically the first year anyway. If you're an agency model and you want to get into an agency, the first 6 months you need to be hitting a portfolio like crazy. Nobody knows you're out there. You need to get with the best photographer you can, whether that's trade or you hire a photographer to do that for you. You probably don't know a whole lot of people in the industry, so you're gonna probably have to hire one, because I mean you've never shot before, so why would he shoot for free? Anyway, so get the best portfolio you can, whether it's trade or you hire somebody. So you have this, awesome portfolio, the best you can do, just starting off. Then months 7 through 12, I would back off on the portfolio building a little bit. Like if you have shoots coming in that people are requesting you, I would definitely take those if they're safe and you make sure everybody's legit. And the best way to do this is, so you built this awesome portfolio, but you have this photographer that's kind of known but not really, asking you to do this shoot. If his work is not better than your portfolio that you already have, what's the point? You're not helping yourself by shooting with him, or her. So at that point, you're either going to charge him or you're just going to decline the shoot. You don't need to be mean to them. You just say, I don't need that in my portfolio. I'm sorry, it's not my thing. And if they can't take that, they can't take that. You just move on. So anyway, so that's like 7 through 12 months. You're going to be just networking. You're going to go to events. You're going to walk runway. Now, like runway is huge for agency models. Month 1 you should be walking on runways. Actually, I messed up on that one. So yeah, month 1 through 12 you should be walking every runway you can possibly get your hands on. Definitely gonna. That gets you with that right there is networking by walking runways, is because you're networking with the agencies that are supporting the runway. You're also networking with the designers. Definitely the designers. One thing when you're walking shows, even if it's a small show, show up on time, maybe a little early. And a little side bit to this whole thing is if you actually show up early and help the designer get ready for the show, you're going to become that designer's favorite model. I did not tell you that, but it's a little side trick that I've seen a few of my friends do. And now they might even be like 5'2", and now they're that designer's favorite model because they help out with other stuff that's not, most models just like, they don't want to do that. They don't want to help pick up the, whatever, like go get McDonald's for everybody or something, just little stuff like that most people would rather not do. Anyway, so once the first year, you're just going to network your butt off. You're going to go to every single event that you possibly can. You're going to talk to everybody. You're going to network like crazy the last 6 months of the first year. That should be your number one thing. And then once that 1 year hits, you'll find yourself you'll feel like you're on a plateau and you just can't go anywhere. Like, you built this portfolio, you've shot with a bunch of people, you walked a lot of shows, but you're just not getting any of the paid work, right? So, this is what you do. When that first year hits, like I said, you've rocked a lot of sheets. Anyway, you're going to go out, and you're going to get that portfolio again. And you're going to find the best photographer you possibly can, the best stylist. You're going to, whatever it takes to get the best portfolio you possibly can. Like, go crazy on it. And one thing you're going to change between the first portfolio and this portfolio is you're actually going to print it. You're going to get a comp card printed. You're going to get, your 9x12s or whatever agencies you're looking at. Some agencies want 9x12, some want 8x10. So make sure you research their websites and figure out what they want. But actually get your portfolio printed. And then you're actually going to go to these agencies and you're going to do what they call look-sees. Just get ready for the no's, because you're going to hear a lot of no's before you hear a yes, and that's okay. Like, get that no muscle ready to go, because it's going to happen, unless you're extremely talented and you're like that crazy one look that agency's looking for. Then you're probably going to hear a no at least 10 times before you hear a yes. So get ready to hear. You have to get the no's out of the way before you get the yes. So you're going to go hit the agencies again. At that point, if you hear a lot of no's from agencies, you definitely want to get some feedback from them as why is they're saying no. If they say no, don't get all mad about it. Just say, hey, you know what? Why are you saying no? Am I too tall or am I too skinny? Whatever. And you're going to get hurt. Your feelings are going to get hurt, but suck it up. They're going to say no. And so you figure out why they're saying no. And that could be that your portfolio is not what they're looking for. If that's the case, then you need to build a whole new portfolio. Let's see what I had written down here. Oh, by the way, I have this bulletin thing or whatever that I typed up right before I started this. I'm going to put this on my website on my blog post, so just go to, here, let me put this up there. Go to that website. It's reversed. Crap. It's www.orndorfphotography.com. And just look for the tab that says blog, and this list will be on there. I'll put that up yet tonight, so maybe about 10 minutes after this is actually done with. So that was for agency models. Now, there's two different types of models. There's agency models, and there's what I call independent. Independent modeling, I would say that only, I'm just going to tell you straight. If you want to make money, and you want to be an independent model, two things need to happen. Two things are probably going to happen. They don't have to be this way. Don't make me make the rules. But one, you're probably going to get into more of the new art modeling, and also a lot of traveling. Because if you're an independent model, you're going to travel to where the work is. Yeah. Also, a big thing in the independent modeling is tattoo models. So this is a whole different kind of idea of how to get the right networking and which is more important, networking portfolio. For the independent model, I would say that networking is a little more important, because the agency model, once they get their portfolio, they can just go to the agency and get signed, and the agency finds them work. Whereas a tattoo model or independent model, they get their own work. So if the people don't know you exist, they can't hire you. So I have this timeline a little bit different. I'd say month 1 through 6, you take almost every safe opportunity to shoot you possibly can. You're just looking to shoot. And what you're doing with that first 6 months is you're actually building your network of clients with each shoot. So make sure you show up on time, have fun. One of the biggest things that I see with models, and this is agency models or independent models, is they show up, and especially if it's a paid shoot that they're doing this. Oh, what time is it? Oh, yep, I got a half hour left. It's time to clock out in a half hour, and I'm going to go home. I understand this is a job, and we're here to make money, and like we don't have to be best friends. That's totally cool. But if you actually show that you care, and you might stay that extra 15 minutes to get that extra shot that the photographer or the client is looking for, that might be the difference in getting the next shoot that's paid for. Obviously, you don't want to let people take advantage of you either. That would suck. But yeah. Anyway, so month 1 through 6 for the independent model or tattoo model. Definitely take every safe opportunity to shoot. Make sure you check out people's like if they're legit or not. I've heard a lot of stories lately about photographers asking models to shoot, and they don't even have a portfolio online or anywhere. Not even a Facebook page, or not even on their personal Facebook. They don't have any pictures they've taken, but they still want to shoot somebody. And some of them even offer decent money to do it. I would say if the guy or woman does not have a portfolio somewhere to show you, that you should probably pass on that. If you do decide to take the money and to shoot with them, take somebody with you, preferably somebody that can kick their ass. Yes. So anyway, so once you hit about the 6th month to 12th month, I want you to actually make a website with your best 20 to 30 shots. You're going to actually start charging for shoots that you already have in your portfolio. So let's say you have a lot of swimsuit shoots in your portfolio, and you're happy with that. And the next photographer asks, "Hey, I see you do awesome with swimsuit. Can we do a shoot?" And that's when you have an actual tab on your website that says, "Pay me." Unless that photographer that's asking you to shoot is amazing and is going to get you way better pictures than you already have, you probably should be charging. But that's a little bit different with the networking as well. Is you kind of have to watch it. You don't want to charge somebody that can get you better pictures. Yes and no. If you're traveling across the country, obviously you have to charge. Anyway, that's a whole different subject. So once you hit the year 2 mark with an independent model, it kind of goes the same as you build your best portfolio that money can buy or that you can trade with somebody, and you make your website even stronger. And at that point, you need to be traveling. You won't be finding better photographers in your area because you already shot with them. So you need to get a car that has a decent dependability and start hitting the other states that are around you. If you're listening to me, you're probably in Indiana. And if you're in the Midwest, you need to be hitting Chicago. That's a big industry up there, like the biggest one around here. If you're in the East Coast, obviously New York, Miami. If you're on the West Coast, LA. Pretty simple. You need to be traveling. If you're not willing to travel, as an independent model, actually any model, if you're not willing to travel more than an hour to 2 hours to shoot, you're probably not going to make money. Sorry to be mean, but that's just the way it is. You're not going to make any money. You're not going to get your name out there. Because guess what? Most of the work is not close to us. Most of it, I travel 2 hours to a shoot almost every time. Big deal. Road trip by myself. Yay! Anyway. So, year 2, make your website even stronger. At this point, you're still taking a high number of shoots, but be more selective with who you're shooting with. Let me scroll down here. So that's basically let me break it down even more. Networking. So for either type of modeling, this is just an over thing of everything. If you want to be with an agency, the agency's going to like you the more people you have on your social media, which actually, saw that. If you want to be a glamour model, this is huge. So networking is huge for you. Like, I know a lot of the glamour models that are huge right now have over, they have thousands of followers on their Twitter and Instagram. I mean, it's ridiculous. They probably even bought them. I know some glamour agencies actually look at that stuff. And if you don't have enough followers, they're not going to sign you. I don't think like Ford and BMG, I don't think they're going to worry about that too much. They don't care about that stuff as much. They just want you for your look, whereas more of the glamour model stuff is a little more about who you know and all that fun stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I have a contact page on my website. Again, it's www.orndorfphotography.com. I know I rambled quite a bit, but again, if you want to see my notes, they're going to be on my blog post on Orndorff Photography. So, go there now. Hope I gave a little bit of insight into which is more important. Actually, there is no more important. You need both. If you have a crappy portfolio and you're networking your butt off, you'll still get shoots, but you'll probably hit a wall about year 1 or 2. Like about 1 year into, you'll hit a wall, and that's where you really need to build your portfolio again. Like I would say, I mean, a good judge of this is if you're getting a lot of requests to shoot, keep doing what you're doing. If that starts to slowly taper off, go the other one. So if you're concentrating on portfolio and you're getting a lot of shoots, that's awesome. And then all of a sudden it starts tapering off, then maybe you need to go network some more. Go to the group shoot that's in your area. Go to go to fashion shows. Even if you're not walking in it, go to a fashion show to talk to the designers. Go backstage, talk to the designers, talk to the photographers that are there. Get in front of their camera at a fashion show. That's huge. So, like I said, if you have any questions, just go to my blog post and you can ask questions on my blog post, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Hope you guys have a great night, and peace.